me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ooh.
Welcome to Talladega. Welcome back, actually. Second race at Talladega in as many days. We are doing Xfinity Series today. 47 laps. And if it's anything like the truck race was yesterday, it's going to be a little wild. Had a couple big wrecks. Was the truck race yesterday? I don't know. Time's going by so quickly. I can't even remember. It was either yesterday or the day before. But it had some big wrecks, unpredictable finishers, and some predictable finishers. With Danielle Baker nominating another super speedway. We're kind of looking at the number 48 freshly updated Exalta Sheem of Mike Atkinson. It's a Sheem I very much like. Matt knows how to get his cars on the air. Pulling at my favorite drivers. One of his classic Sheems there. Not bad. I like it. There's a couple other ones we'll go through. Ooh, before blowing an engine in practice. That's going to be a good omen for the race. I can tell you, he's not going to lose 2 engines in a weekend. Why does the camera glitch there when it goes from that turn 2 to backstretch? Anyway, hope everyone's amped up, ready to go. I'm gonna get us into qualifying and we'll already started. Lachlan getting second in practice. Anderson was top of the charts. Another Matitude Motors. Looks like these guys know how to get around a super speedway. Constantly topping the charts. See what happens in qualifying. Not sure what is happening there. Huh. That's not good. I'm going to... Can I save? Here if I can... Seems to have gone now. Nope, definitely not gone. That is a very weird glitch happening. I'm gonna save results and And I'm going to restart this because that is not looking good. Give me minutes. We'll get her back going. Alright, looks like we don't have any black clouds of death happening. I just wonder if all the cars have loaded now. Yeah, I guess that looks like the whole field. Okay, good. Sorry about that, folks. A little paranoid after what happened at Phoenix. We didn't even go over the qualifying results. Looks like Kyle Simpson and Alex Jarvie, teammates, sharing the front row. Slightly quicker than Jamie Watts, who's in third. Ron Marks fourth. Vince Curtis fifth. Archie McDonald, another Jarvie Motorsports entry, so all three in the top six. That's pretty good. Not used to that, so I'm going to take that W. Patricia DeLeon in seventh. Dave Grubb, another Hustlers Racing entry in the top 10. And Anderson and Carr rounding out your top 10 there. Not bad for the Hustlers and Jarvie Motorsports crew. But as we all know, qualifying at Talladega means absolute fuck all. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of this stream and find out who's going to take home the trophy. Let's see, the ticker is kind of glitching out again. Or working. Okay, yeah, I think it's gonna refresh now after it finishes cycling, whatever the heck that is. But anyway, here we go. We're finally about to get things going at Talladega. Like I said in practice, the 47 laps today. I have a sneaking suspicion these guys are running the restrictor plate like they were at Daytona because they could go a lot longer than those trucks could. But they are a little bit short. Ooh, somebody kind of fell back from the pace lap. That is the 66 Timmy L. Sorry, that is not a factor. Like I was saying, they could go a little bit longer than the trucks, but not long enough to only make this a one stop. They're going to be doing 2 stops. Ooh, Ron Marks on the hot seat. That's a nice little scoop of gossip before the race starts. I'll be watching him closely. So I watched they can do about 21 to 23 laps, and this race is 47. So if they could do 23 to 24 laps, they'd be able to do it in one stop. So they're going to be a few laps short on making this on one stop. So a caution flag could change that if it falls at the right time for these drivers. It'll be very interesting to see who can stretch it, who's going to risk it. Simpson comes around the tri-oval to take the green flag, and we are racing. I can actually hear the roar of the engines, how low they are. This is in fact a restrictor plate setup, which confirms my suspicions. So we got some time here. I think we'll go through field and kind of look at some of the new paints since the last race at Road America. Seems like forever ago. See the refreshed look of Andrew Anderson. Now it's funny, I kind of, when I was updating these paints, I realized that the 48 had like kind of a modern Exalta sheen to start the season, and now he's gone for more of a retro look. Whereas Anderson kind of started the season with a retro look, and now this is kind of more of a modern craft sheen. So I don't know if that was intentional, Matt, but it's kind of cool that you flip them like that. I don't know if it was intentional, but cool nonetheless. There's that lonely old 5 car, the Domino's Pizza delivery car, driven by team owner Matt Moss. Looking for a good result today. He's had some mediocre finishes as of late. Sorry, my allergies are acting up a little bit today, so if you notice a bit of mucus on the stream, you know why. Here's last week's winner, Sebastian Alonso, finally breaking through and proving to team owner Just Henna that he was worth every penny. He's guaranteed himself into the playoffs. He just needs to back that up and have some good results going into it. Build some momentum up this team for a nice strong playoff run. That's thinking about firing himself. Sure if there were any other paint updates. Oh yes, the 41 here of Ericsson. Not really a reverse look, but it was primarily white and blue and kind of orange. Now it's black, blue, and orange. Notice that trend from Winter Air. They like darker colored cars and trucks. Ooh. Interesting trade proposal on the table for Matt that can happen during the race today. We'll see how that unfolds. See the 96 here of Cameron Murphy, who has sponsorship, hasn't had the opportunity to have his car wrapped. I think they signed with Dex Imaging, so looking forward to seeing what that car looks like in the future. As Ron Marks looks like he's going to lead his first lap of the day. Bodes well for his future at Hustlers Racing. See the 61 there of Liam Tanner. Anxious to get another good finish. He's had some good finishes. He's had some bad finishes this season. Owner Greg Shetner looking for probably a little more consistency from this young man, although I think he's batting way above his average in this series. One of only a few youth drivers actually in this race today. Freddie John, another one that comes to mind right away. We got a sandwich debate in the chat. Jimmy John's, Subway, or Jersey Mike's. Tempting offers being thrown out for drivers. Oh, Keith, yeah, you're right. I am so sorry, dude. I think I downloaded it and I did not upload or import it. I still like this car, man. I call this the Rainbow Road 84. I didn't even see what the new one looked like. I'm sure it's better than this, but I still like this one. We got the Battle of the Rainbow cars, at least for one race, Keith. Ready, John. Trying to make the most of his equipment. Got ourselves another Timmy Hill in the field up here, it appears. Speaking of Timmy Hill, kind of falling back in this race. Not that it matters, but I'm gonna try and sway my viewership here, and if you can, get out and vote for the NASCAR All-Star race, the real one. And vote Timmy Hill, man. I don't think there's any other driver in that ballot that deserves a chance at the All-Star race more than that guy. Kind of the underdog of the Cup Series, in my opinion. Either him or anybody in Rick Ware Racing, but I didn't see any of them in the ballot, so I threw it for Timmy Hill. Standard 3-wide action at Talladega. Got the 82 here, who was having a great race at Martinsville. Didn't end up getting the finish there. It looks like Simpson barely got that one at the line. Oh no, looks like the 23 of Soto nabbed that. Apologies. See Brandon McLaughlin there in that 5er Toyota Supra. So that's some average finishes as well. And we got ourselves a wreck. I saw Dave Grubb there. Caution is out. Huge wreck. Involving quite a few player cars. Dave Grubb tossed around like a salad. Looks like Alonso's bad luck will continue. The 21 there of Patricia De Leon also involved. Car doesn't look too heavily damaged. And then 96, another Avalanche Territory Racing entry involved there. Justin Allgaier, but he does not count. Not collecting points this season. We'll look to see who else might have been involved in that. But as for heavy damage, I think that might be it. Of course, we have that infamous checkup under caution here, so making sure nobody gets their front ends all smashed in. It's okay. Like the Truck Series where everyone just kind of brake checked each other. Go back and review that accident in just one moment. I think the 96 and 21 were the luckiest of all. 33 looks a little banged up on the front and rear, but the worst, I think, in that entire wreck, as for player cars, was the 29, and he's already retired, so we'll go back and let's review. Saw the 33 spitting first. I'm not sure if Grubb was the cause of this, but the 21 was also involved, so I have a feeling maybe those two made some contact. Nice view of the backstretch. It looks like the 9 actually was involved as well with the 2. Ooh, that's controversial. Looks like the 9 and the 2 kind of... 9 came down on the 2, fighting for that position. Maybe he didn't know John was there. And then the 33 just minding his own business on the low line. It's clipped and spun right in front of the rest of the field, and poor Alonso had nowhere else to go, selecting the rest of those players involved. That did it for the 96. That last hit definitely was the final nail in the coffin. All right, we'll go back live. Looks like we had some pit stops. We'll go back and watch those. Looks like the frame rates were pretty bad. That view. I suspect the 33 will get repaired and get back out there, but oh, this is a frame rate sucker track. Look at this. 6 FPS. What are we getting here? 9. Wow. that's why he was glitching out earlier. I think that's the first controversial accident Alex Jarvie's really been in. The race off pit road. Car's hanging back to get some repairs. Go back live now. I think the 24 was first off. So back 24. Like we're gonna have at least one more lap of caution. Yeah, there could be a little bit of feuding there between the 33 and the 9. But really at Talladega, it's the spotter's fault. Driver can only do so much. Having a good spotter at these tracks is important. See, the 9 here doesn't look too badly damaged. He might carry on his race just fine. I think Alex is third or fourth in the point standings right now, so he's gonna want to continue. Good finish. Looks like the 33 has retired. He just realized there was no point in carrying on with that heavy damage. Likely would just be moving chicane on the track, but the 7 car of Allgaier is gonna try it. That should be interesting. Him going around the track for 30 plus laps. Yeah, I'm fine in Alabama, man. It's warm down here. The Dew Bandit. At 20 of Wayne King looking for a good rebound today. He dropped quite a few positions in the points in the last race at Road America. Looking for a nice solid finish here today. Hasn't had the season he's hoped for as of yet. I'm running out in the regular season. He's on the outside of the playoffs looking in. This was your championship 4 driver in the Truck Series last season. Hasn't adapted as well as he'd hoped to these cars. A lot of it being bad luck. Some of it just being at the wrong place at the wrong time. I threw some mayo on the track in front of Freddie John's window. We're gonna have at least one more lap of caution. A lot of cleanup after a big crash. Looks like we finally get the one to go from the pace car. Should be seeing that 39 car is 2 laps down. Move up. Oh, it looks like he's stuck in the pits, so maybe we won't have any lap car on the inside. Some of the fastest laps here today so far. The fastest belonging to Thomas Cook in the 31 with a 49.29. Varies quite half a second all the way down to 30th. Good turnout for a Saturday race. We didn't have this many numbers last time I did a Saturday race, so I was a little hesitant to do another one, but welcome to the stream. 9 people, I guess we're at 9 people. Not bad. I think based off my analytics, I think Saturday is my worst viewership day. Rightfully so. More of a weekend, you know, people got things to do on the weekend. I don't blame you. I didn't really have time to do this tomorrow, so I opted to do it today. Yeah, it was hot here too. is about 35 degrees Celsius. Not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. You guys can do the math, but the rest of the world uses Celsius, so whip out your calculators. Go. Kyle Simpson's leads us back off to green. Closely behind him is Jamie Watts, looking for her first win in the series. Kyle Simpson also looking for his first win. Getting a lot of FPS drops. Not sure what that's about. Didn't have this issue in the Truck Series race. Xfinity cars don't usually suck up the FPS too badly, so what's going on? Kyle Simpson doing a stellar job today, getting pole. Staying up front for most of the race so far in that Wendy's Camaro. Speaking of good sandwiches, I like Wendy's. I know it's not a sub, but a burger is a sandwich. Yeah. Carpentier right here, Elliot Carpentier in that T-Mobile. He had a solid run at Road America, around top 15. A pretty good season so far. One of two Canadians in the field right now, the other one being the 9 car of Alex Jarvie. Carpentier is a French-Canadian name. No doubt in my mind this guy's Canadian. Alfred Soto here. Our winner at Bristol. And another solid run so far. I'd say Hustlers Racing is having a pretty good day so far, with the exception of that 33 being involved in the accident. We're right up here. It'll kind of spread out for now. Could pack up shortly. See Mike Atkinson, I believe he's second in the points to Nicholas King, who's in that 26 Dodge Charger. Right. Oh no, sorry, that's Hope Torres. Mixing up my VRMs. There's Nicholas King. That's your point leader. Like that 7 and that 96 car are well off the pace. Already showing 14 plus seconds behind the leader after, what, 2 laps of green flag racing? This is not good. They are very slow. Popping out at 170. Meanwhile, our leader's doing 190 in the turn. Saw a dominating performance by Magnitude Motors at the Truck Series Talladega race. Looks like Jarvie Motorsports is kind of taken over that, and the Xfinity Series is all 3 of them are right here in the top 7. A decent qualifying pace. I was surprised to see them up there. Alex Jarvie involved in that accident. Looks like he hasn't slowed down too much. That contact with Freddie John and Dave Grubb. Hope Torres coming off a poor finish at Road America. We all know her to be a good road racer. I think she finished around 30th, and that's just not good enough for the high expectations from this team on road courses. Still looking for her first win on a road course, mind you, but stats tell me it's only a few races away. It's bad luck, especially at Mosport. Dropped off, and I think the engine ended up going. Something happened to Hope Mosport, and I was shocked because I put all my money on her to win that one. So strong. Couldn't put it all together in the race. about that gold and black car, Freddie John, the roofclaim.com Dodge Charger, having himself a good finish. Of course, no upgrades yet from this team. So any super speedway type race, that's your best chance to get a good finish, at least for now. Pack's kind of split up now. There's a few cars further back, mainly that 85 car. Not sure why they're kind of falling back. I'm going to call here behind Brandon Jones. Another Sovatech engine right here. That 21 looks like suffered heavier damage than we initially thought. Cosmetically, the car looks fine, but perhaps some engine damage. Maybe a disappointing finish for DeLeon if there is not another wreck today. See that 96 and 7 kind of towing along on the backstretch going into turn 3. Meanwhile, our leaders are coming off of turn 2, so only about a lap or two away, or we see interesting situations appear with the lap cars. Speaking of GMS Motorsports, Ethan Baker up to the lead now with Carlos Perez. It's definitely a name we haven't heard too much of this season. Started the truck season last year so strong, faded as the season went on, getting his all 4 wins in the regular season, and hasn't done too much since. His last win was at Knoxville. Race, I think it was either 8 or 9. A bit of a block there on Freddie John. Freddie John's not having it. Gonna go low on Perez. Freddie John up to second. Now we got 2 Dodges, 1 and 2. See Vince Curtis here in that one Camaro, looking for a solid finish today as well. Other GMS Motorsports entry right behind Curtis here by Liam Tanner, that leaf filter Dodge Challenger. Here come the lap cars. They're going to go low or stay high. Going to affect the field greatly and how they get sorted through this pack. Here we go. Looks like they're going to stay low. Anybody in that low line is going to suffer momentum loss. Now the 7's trying to go high now. Now they're taking up 2 lanes. This is really going to clog things up. Meanwhile, the 43 and the 6 car are getting away. It'll take a few laps for the field to catch these guys now. Look at how this field is just packed up so much now. 96 is just blocking all lanes. Looks like the low lane's going to get the go-ahead to keep on going. Meanwhile, that 7 car is just in the middle lane, clogging up the rear of this pack. Everyone's just shuffling like crazy to get around these two. I have a feeling this is going to happen. I'm surprised there hasn't been a wreck yet. Like the 7 might finally be clear of the traffic. 96 holding up the high lane. Just killed Vince Curtis's momentum. He was second before all this. For third, and now he's right at the back. Got to start over, and a little bit of a block from Murphy. on Matt Moss. That wasn't very sportsmanlike. The rest of this field's finally going to get clear. That will allow the 85 to potentially catch up now. The 85 and 19 kind of going each other along. Might be a nice break for him. Got a few packs now. This really spread out the field. That 39's finally back out on track. I wish there was a way to black flag these really slow cars. Kind of ruins the racing a little bit, but looks like everyone kind of just stayed within draft range. Pack's hunted down those two front now again. Might even have enough momentum to make a move for the lead as Ron Marks goes low. Goes low on Baker with McDonald following right behind. Nice move by Marks. That's Subway Sandwiches Ford Mustang. See what team owner Dave Grubb does with Ron after this race. I'm sure he's already watching from his hauler as he's released from the infield care center. Just a small bruise on his left knee, I'm hearing. Wish we could get an interview from Alonso because the roller coaster season continues for this man. He's just not having a great season, even though he's already got a win. The inconsistency is killing him in the points right now. While it may not matter right now, you want to build some momentum going into the playoffs. This is race 6 of 10 in the regular season, so after this, there's only 4 races left to lock yourself in and start your championship battle over the course of 7 races. 2 of the point leaders side by side here. Atkinson and King. Looks like we kind of got ourselves 2 packs. At 93 kind of being the buffer in between. Someone ate fresh indeed. Dave looks like he got the message. That 41 there of Ericsson and that fresh paint. Maybe just the motivation he needs to get a good finish today. See the 92 here of Turner Madden. Keeping out of trouble, keeping a low profile. Good result will follow if continues to do those for the rest of the day. We're on lap 29 of 47 at Talladega, and I believe we're gonna have pit stops here. I just caught that in a nick of time. Ethan Baker on pit road, all by himself. That is not what he wants to see. This will be the only green flag stop of the afternoon, it would appear. I would assume we'll have the majority of drivers come down next lap or the lap after. We'll see what the strategy here is for Baker. It's going to be at least 2 tires, definitely some fuel. I wouldn't say you'd need more than 2 tires at this track. Like they're just going to wait to fill up the rest of that tank, and he should be on his way shortly. Ooh, this is a long stop under green. Ethan Baker, that Tax Slayer Challenger, not having a great stop. Looks like he is going to be struggling now to catch up for the rest of this race. A good finish is now spoiled due to a poor pit stop. Looks like we had some more leaders pit. Oh, guess not. I thought the pack was kind of smaller, but I guess I was wrong. Should have the leaders coming down pit road shortly. Unless that was an unscheduled stop by Baker and the boys. Here we go. Got Ethan McDonald coming down pit road. Looks like he's going to be by himself now. Could be a good strategy if the leaders come down pit road next lap. I mean, the only way I can see anyone trying to do this is if they want to avoid the traffic jam coming down pit road. Tires going up through the hood of the car. Classic NR 2003. Gonna be 2 tires, some fuel, and he's off. Doesn't look like the fastest of stops, but certainly faster than the 43s. Let's try and find our leaders here. So we got some more cars peeling off slowly, one by one. Looks like they're just coming down pit road. Starting to wonder when we're going to see the majority of cars hit pit road. I saw that 92 of Madden making his stop. Looks like he'll get 2 tires and some fuel. The 83 Caleb Lane also joining Madden, but won't be a factor as he is too far behind to be any help on the draft. Madden having a great stop. Looks like we got some of the lower cars here. Brandon McLaughlin, Carlos Perez, Sophie Gallagher, all coming down pit road. Here is your leader, Alfred Soto. My apologies. Like he's gonna stay at one more lap. One of the lead cars are single file. Here is a nice pack coming down pit road finally. Of that FPS drop. See our point leader here, Nicholas King, gonna take service now. Ooh, Baker on the chopping block. Can't blame him for that poor pit stop, bud. Ooh, that was a great stop by King. Already underway. And Cindric with some front end damage there. I wonder if he was heading down pit road and just rear-ended somebody. Oh, looks like 24, 21 kind of hooked each other coming down pit road, and oh, the 22 just rear ends De Leon. 24 getting away. Yikes. Gonna kill De Leon. That's another GMS car. Suffered some issues today. I think that's pretty much all of them. Haven't seen the 61 be involved yet, but I don't see the 61. Trying to find the leader right now for this pit cycle. Front end damage on the 82. The 82 was a lead car. Looks like coming down pit road is a lot trickier than a lot of these drivers anticipated. Or I guess that was just a glitch. It looked like the whole front end was removed. The 82, you can see that. What the heck is that? I think that's a glitch. I guess the 82 is fine. I'm not sure what is going on there, but the whole front end is gone. But it's there. No damage. I'm confused. I don't understand. That's definitely a glitch in the mod. These cars are driving pretty slow. 23 of Soto getting held up by the 96. Like Elliot Carpentier is gonna take over what I would assume is the net lead. Perhaps not. Looks like Soto kind of around the 96 just in time. This should be your battle for first. That 18 car way ahead in the distance of Zach Ross. It's coming off pit road. Quite a mix-up under green flag stops, that's for sure. It was pretty unpredictable. We had a few accidents even. Talladega never disappoints. 36 laps down, 47. Got about 12 laps to go. Elliot Carpentier is your leader now. 3 back, still on pit road, I guess. Alfred Soto and Nicholas King on the low side. Got the 4 there of Zane Garrett also in the picture for the lead. These guys keep fighting each other, however. This second group is going to catch, and they're led by the 92 of Madden. Freddie John right there, a couple dodges. Hope Torres. And there's your 4th place starter, Ron Marks. Is he 3rd? 2nd row. Like Zach Ross is gonna file in around 8th position. By 8th, I mean 9th. This group is kind of single filed out for the time being. You see those 2 rainbow cars out there battling it out. I just realized too that the 48 and 84 are reverse numbers, so that's kind of cool. Didn't think of that. It's like spy versus spy here. The 82 car, which we thought was damaged coming in the pits, is completely fine. Just a weird angle from the mod. Jamie Watts is 100% healthy and running well for a nice top 10 finish to seal the deal here this afternoon. Alex Jarvie, your leave outside pole sitter, having a nice solid run after a poor finish at Road America. The second group here led the charge by Erickson right here in 17th. Vince Curtis and Carlos Perez in that small train. And further back we have our pole sitter Kyle Simpson leading 17 of Anderson and the 81 of McLaughlin. And Matt Moss is kind of world of himself here. 96 is well off pace, so he won't be any help. 21 suffered some heavy rear end damage from green flag stop with Austin Cindric and Kyle Simpson being involved. E5, no one to draft with. He will be slow till he gets a drafting partner. 7 is very slow. 163. My God. Almost 30 miles an hour slower than our leaders. See now, Dane Garrett has taken over the lead. Alfred Soto has definitely been a contender in the second half of this race. Got help there with Ron Marks in that 13. Just a car in between the 2 teammates. Of course, if you missed it, the 33 and the 29 car were involved in a heavy accident at the start of this race, caused by the number 9 of Alex Jarvie and Freddie John. 33 was just an innocent bystander with the 29. They usually are at super speedways. Only takes about 1 or 2 to mess things up for the rest of the guys. Ron Marks wants the lead again. gonna get it. Ron Marks has certainly been motivated this afternoon. Excellent qualifying position, and news broke on the parade lap that he was potentially under a little bit of fire from team owner Dave Grubb, and certainly showing up his haters today. Excellent performance, couple laps led. You get around Allgaier, not quite. Like that's going to bunch up those leaders again. Keeping Allgaier in the middle. Hopefully this doesn't mess up our finish too badly. Lap 43 of 47, got 5 to go. Allgaier doing a terrible job at avoiding everyone. Going 173. About 20 miles an hour slower than what he should be. Is really gonna hurt the finish of Soto here, who's kind of caught up behind him. Like the rest of the leaders are gonna start to single file around him. Not sure if the 18 and the 2 can link up again, which would... Alfred, poor finish. Likely in his future after that. That was... I hate when the EAA do that. But, Ron Marks did what he needed to get around that lap car. Now he's got another one of Gallagher to try and slingshot around. 82 opting to stick with Gallagher. So we'll see if... I don't think Gallagher was off pace by any means, but she didn't have anyone to draft with her, so... Be a little slower, but I think she'll probably stay with this pack now that they've caught her. Of course, what that did was slow this lead group even more so. I think Freddie John's gonna catch up. I think this group is just too far behind. Trying to see distance-wise how far they might be. Yeah, it looks like they might be within striking zone. Time will tell. But Ron Marks leading late stages of this race. Had the 82 of Watts right behind him pretty much the entire time after the last pit stop, and looks like we got a 3-wide battle for the lead. King on the low side with no help. Not going to get the pass done, but Watts stays low. Marks has the 6 of Carpente backing him, but like everyone's kind of doing what they need to get the best finish possible. As the laps are winding down, we'll only have 2 laps to go at the line. 2 to go. Jamie Watts looking for her first win. Ron Marks looking for his first win. Got 2 of the point leaders battling right behind them. So another good finish for these 2 drivers. Alex Jarvie there too, also higher up in the standings. Be a good day for a lot of the usual suspects. Nicholas King trying to get that pass done on Watts. Looks like he might have it now. But Ron Marks leading us to the white flag. 2.66 miles to go in this one. Nicholas King looking to steal this race late. Got the help of Atkinson and Carpente behind. Like Watts is getting shuffled back now. Got some lap traffic. Looks like Murphy is in the distance. Murphy is quite slow, so they might catch him before this race is done. Nicholas King leaving a small gap between him and Marks. Potentially get a nice run coming off of 4. If he's going to do it, this will be the time. I think they're going to run out of time. Unless Murphy plays a factor in the finish here, Ron Marks is going to win at Talladega in a near 3-wide finish. That was very close. I'm sure Dave was sweating there. But Ron Marks gets his first Xfinity win in almost a must-win situation after team owner Dave Grubb threatening to potentially release him. I think this might buy him the rest of the season at the very least. Ron Marks, looks like Dave Grubb is the only driver on that team to not win this season, so maybe you might want to look in the mirror next time you want to fire one of your drivers, Dave. Ron Marks wins by 0.08 of a second. The Nicholas King. Mike Atkinson third. Elliot Carpentier fourth. Jamie Watts in fifth. Alex Jarvie sixth. Freddie John seventh. Caleb Lane in eighth. Archie McDonald ninth. And rounding out your top 10 is Zane Garrett. Another close finish at a super speedway. I always enjoy a little bit of drama. That was a lot of fun to watch. See Ethan Baker still on pit road. But here are the rest of your results. Had some poor finishes. Looks like Ethan Baker never got off the pits from the last stop. Looks like the 31 lost a piston. We didn't catch that one. But other than that, only 2 retirements after that first wreck earlier on in the race. So another very low attrition race. Kind of spread out after those green flag stops, but that second pack was certainly catching. Only about two seconds away from that lead pack, though. Always a good finish here at Talladega. I think we'll be at Watkins Glen for both the trucks and Xfinity series on the next one. So time to break out your driving gloves and get ready to turn right as well as left. Watkins Glen is always a treat to watch in real life, and I'm sure it will be in this game as well. But that's all I got for now. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. We'll see you all in the next one. Have a great weekend.